Hey y'all, it's me. It's your girl, the real deal, Lil Needle Skills Reaction Channel. Like, share, and subscribe. What's up, real deal? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever it is in your country. Man, figure that. Low down. Ain't that something? Real deal. Thank you, DJ. Thank you, DJ. Thank you, DJ. Y'all, we got another update, real deal. We got another update, real deal. We got another update. That's the third one. This sad. And I say I laid in that bed. I think I did something on her again this morning. I can't remember. And I was like, did they check the daddy? Did they check them daddies? Well, let me play this, y'all. I'm so happy that they got her money. I am so happy that oh man, she got that little baby. Why he had to do that? Just because she didn't want him no more. Here we go, y'all. Whew.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Sorry that we are a little delayed. It has been a long night. I was even out late last night on this case, and under the circumstances with children involved and
Hold on, y'all. There's 11 alive. They coming back.
us taking possession of the child or children and releasing them to the grandmother, you can imagine what type of night she had and the parents had. This is the mother to my left, and this.
Yeah, that's not me. That's them. Sad, man. That is so sad. That is so sad.
Is the father of Imani to my right. And so at the end of my statement here, I'm sure that you will hear some words from each of them. So I just want to make sure that I get my name right, because I saw it incorrect on one of the news stations. I won't call. So I know how this routine goes. Again, I'm Eric, E-R-I-C, Levitt, L-E-V as in Victor, E-T-T, Sheriff of Rockdale County.
Introducing Picasso.
It's sad,
Picasso
man.
is
This
second
sad. I'm so tired of them killing these women. I'm so mad, man. I'll talk about this girl this morning, man. This sad. I was talking about her.
All right, everybody ready? Ready, guys? Okay. All right. As you know, we have been investigating the disappearance of Imani Roberson. Imani was last seen by her mother on 7/16/2023 after having dinner at her mother's home with her 4 children. After leaving her mother's house, Imani Roberson returned home with 2 of her 4 children, the 3-year-old and 1-month-old baby. The other 2 children stayed the night with their grandmother. On 7/17, Clarine made several attempts to contact her daughter Imani Roberson, as they speak daily and sometimes several times a day, to no avail. Imani's mother decided to go to Imani's home to see if she was home, to find that no one was at the home. Imani's mother then decided to report her daughter missing, because it was not like her to call her and check on her children. We then began an immediate investigation by placing a lookout for the whereabouts of Imani Roberson, contacting family, friends, and identifying any known locations that Imani may frequent. RCSO continued investigations, led investigators to the home that was shared by Imani, Donnell Anderson, which is Imani's husband, and the 4 children. What I can tell you now is that our investigation intensified, and it was clear that foul play was evident in the disappearance of Imani. This investigation led us to conduct several search warrants on homes, to include the home of our victim, a car, and cell phones. In addition, we spoke to several individuals, collected a number of evidence to include blood in our victim's home and in other places that I won't be specific on. All while the investigation continues, investigators continue to plan, organize, and search areas around specific locations to find Imani or individuals who could tell us where Imani is and what could they tell us about her disappearance. As we continued to search with the assistance of the cadaver canine, we came across an area where we believed to be evidence of a possible body. As we processed that area, an unknown body was discovered. Once the body was examined and matched the description provided to us on Imani, including tattoos, we matched from photos of Imani, including descriptions that was provided to us by our mother and others, with the body recovered. We were certain that we have located Imani. On 8/4/2023, several more search warrants were secured, as well as arrest warrants for Donnell Anderson, which is her husband. I activated my SWAT team to go and pick up Donnell Anderson. Donnell Anderson was located at an apartment location in the city of Atlanta. Donnell Anderson is charged with felony murder, malice murder, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, and there could be more charges. This investigation is still ongoing, and I can assure you that another arrest will be made.
Sad.
I want to encourage anyone else who may know anything about this case to contact my office. At this time, I want to thank our partners. I would like to provide a special thanks to APD, the GBI, special thanks to the South Fulton Police Department under the leadership of Chief Keith Meadows. Under his leadership, I want to specifically thank Lieutenant Weathers. As I stated earlier, this is an ongoing investigation. We are out in the field even as we speak on this investigation. I told you that there's going to be another arrest, and that is the reason why we're still out here on the field. And we're going to get that individual and any other individuals that could be attached to this case in custody if we find out that anyone else is involved. I have expressed my sympathy to the mother and father and their family, and I promised them that I was going to find Imani and find out who done something to Imani, and that today we have done. And so now at this time, I will turn it over to the parents. This is Miss Clarine and Mr. Ackland.
Did you know that you could get 50 to over $150,000 of investment capital at 0% interest rates?
He have to kill her. No, let her go.
Today is a very difficult day for our family, especially the mother and the father. As a mother and father, you know that your kids are in a very special way. And when I couldn't reach Imani almost 3 weeks ago, I knew something was wrong. Late last night, my worst fears were confirmed, and our family is devastated. Being here today is extremely difficult for us, but I do want to thank the public who rallied around us and supported us for Imani's safe return. Thank you to the members of the national and local media who elevated the story. Lastly, Investigator Jones, Deputy Adams, and Sheriff Levette, and the whole entire team that worked diligently to bring Imani home. We thank you for your continued prayers and support as we work to care for Imani's beautiful boys without a mother. Thank you.
Yeah, this is not the news that we wanted to have, but I was prepared. I was preparing Imani's mom for it. When she sent me the Ring doorbell video and said, what do I think? I made my peace with it then. I want to give thanks to Investigator Jones that at least they couldn't tell us. I understand that, but she did say that's what it sounded like to me too. So I said my goodbyes to my daughter yesterday. And I told her, I promised her when I laid there with Royal, that we will work with whoever we have to, and all people that's involved will be held accountable. This is the third child I lost to the state of Georgia.
Wow.
And if you think it's going to break me, it's not. I done seen all I can see. 3 of my babies gone. I want to thank Rockdale County. I didn't want to give y'all the chance, and I wanted him so bad.
I know.
But I trusted y'all. And thank you. Thank you. It's not the news that we wanted, but I'm happy that we can hold them accountable. And I just ask all, if you know anything can help it go further, and anybody else that is involved, come forth. Because what has happened to us more than once can happen to any of you. And you will want us and everybody to be involved.
That's right.
Same way you are.
That's right.
I was ready for it. And I will help take care of my daughters, her kids. Thank you, Georgia.
Sad. Sad, man.
Don't borrow from the bank until you hear
Why
this.
they got to kill him?
Do you need cash?
Jesus. Why they got to kill him, y'all? Woo.
I would be remiss if I did not. I'm not joined by a lot of my investigators because, again, as I stated earlier, we have put a lot of, at the time that I first reported this, I told you we've put over 400 hours of time into this, and now it's gone well over 400 hours. And so I'm not joined today by a lot of the investigators because they are out on the field still, conducting some investigation. I am joined by one of my investigators who's been by this family side from the beginning, which is Investigator Jones. So I want to make sure that I give a special thank you to the hardworking men of the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office. And they work very hard. Thank you. They work very hard with the challenges that we as law enforcement face each and every day. But, their first responsibility is to get closure and to get justice for anyone that commits crimes like this. This is like a domestic. It is a domestic. It's a husband and wife.
Domestics.
We've had about 4 to 5 murders this year, every last one of them has been domestic family violence related. And if there's anyone that's out here that is involved in a toxic relationship, whether you are receiving mental abuse, verbal abuse, or physical abuse, it is not worth keeping quiet. And we need for you to step out and say something so we can end such tragedies like this, especially tragedies like this that involves children. These are 4 kids now without a mother, and unfortunately now without a father.
And a little bitty baby.
And now the grandparents are stuck to raise these children. These children are going to need a lot of counseling. They're going to need a lot of support. This family going to need a lot of counseling and a lot of support. And I think Ms. Clarine stated earlier, you've heard from the father, but Ms. Clarine stated earlier, this is her fourth child that she has learned that has passed away, and she's having to deal with. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, the three children that we have together, Imani made the third child. She's gone, and then she lost one more child. So it's 4 total for her and 3 for me.
Yeah. So this family will need the support. Anybody that can provide any counseling for these children, reach out to them. And so, but again, we just want to, as a law enforcement agency, we want the communities, not just Rockdale County, but all communities, to understand that violence should not have a place in our hearts, in our hands, and within us at all. We've got to stop this violence all over, whether it's family violence, domestic, or rather it's just killing one another. And so, again, thank you all. And I'm going to be very limited into the questions that I can take because of the ongoing investigation. But if you have some that I possibly can answer, I'll take some short questions at this time.
Can you just provide a little clarity on the timeline of when you found the body to when the search warrants and then when the arrest happened?
Let me see. So on 7/17, Imani was last seen by her mother. No, I'm sorry. On 7/16, Imani was last seen by her mother. On 7/17, that's when a incident report was filed on her being missing. Between the 17th and the 19th, that's when we began to gather information from the disappearance of Imani. On 7/19, a search warrant was executed. At that time, we did not give specifics, and I did not give specifics at this time, as you recall. Again, between 7/17 and 7/19, evidence from the search warrant and our preliminary investigation led us to the city of Atlanta and South Fulton, where we conducted aerial searches. We've got a lot of assistance, of course, from flock cameras. We have gotten leads from cell phones, and again, people that we have spoken to. And so since the 17th, between that 17th and the 19th, our search in that general area continued. And between that time frame, that's when her car was also located, burned. All of that evidence kept us in that area for these last several days and weeks. And that's when the discovery of her body again was recovered yesterday. We've had 2 different cadaver canine organizations that assisted us, and one of these organizations was with us on yesterday, and that's when the dog alerted, and it's at a specific area and location.
You also arrested him last night, or was that early this morning?
Oh, we arrested him last night. It was our mission that we were going to, when that body was found, it was our mission, especially mine, to make sure that we could convince our judges and or DA's office that we had enough evidence to secure a warrant and to get him off the street.
A beautiful girl.
How far apart was the burnt car and the victim's body in terms of miles?
I would say probably within a couple of miles, give or take.
First of all, for those.
There's a lot of things wrong with the PT profession.
Sad, man. Y'all got to stop all this violence and stuff. Domestic violence is getting worse.
So sorry for this. But Sheriff, are you able to share if she was killed before the car was torched in circumstances?
We don't know that. As she was removed, of course, she's at the medical examiner that is conducting further investigation that will determine, of course, the cause of death, the time frame, and the whole 9 yards.
What's the most important thing the public can do to help get the other people that are involved in this?
If they know something, if they heard something, You should not wait on us to come to you, because it could be a bad outcome for you. And it's easier for you to come to us and tell us what you know. But let's keep in mind that, you have to put yourself in the shoes of this family. Put yourself in the shoes of this mother and this father who not only just lost a daughter, they lost a daughter that has 4 children, as young as 1 month old. And if you have a heart and you know something, and knowing that this mother is gone and her 4 children left behind, and her mother's mother and father is now faced to bury another child, you would call and give us information. You don't have to tell us your name. You don't have to give us your phone number, but give us some credible information that will give this family even more closure. But I can assure you, we're going to continue to investigate to try to uncover any additional information that we may need.
I knew the daddy did. I knew the baby daddy did.
Making it swift for the citizens. Thank y'all for talking. Just like you said, we're in a bed. We want to make sure we're safe. And a lot of people keep killing these women and nothing is being done. But I thank you today, behalf of the citizens of Rockdale County. They can do this stuff anywhere else. They can't do all this stuff in Rockdale County. And Rockdale citizens going to say something. We're going to do something. And we're going to get this job done on the citizens' behalf with Josie Dean.
She looked just like her sister, y'all. That one right there. Oh, she looked like her sister.
Thank you.
They look like twins.
Any other questions? All right. So again, we thank you all too for enhancing this story.
All right, real deal. I was just bringing this in. I was doing a video, and I thought about y'all, man. Because I know we did this reaction on her. Well, they got the baby daddy. Y'all got that domestic violence ain't no joke. I love y'all. I'm out.